Hey, what's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and what we're going to be doing, we already have a ton of NFL bets placed for this weekend. There have been a lot of promos, a lot of positive EV betting opportunities, is we are going to be adding 6 more sharp, mathematically profitable bets. So it's probably been one of the best weeks for sports bettors out there, just given the amount of injuries and line movements, like players not playing for COVID. It's been a pretty crazy week. Like the Jaguars opened minus 130 favorites. They ended up closing around minus 220. The Eagles opened like minus 140 favorites. Then they went all the way down to minus 150. Then the game was postponed. Now they're back to like minus 250. So there's been a lot of line movements, which makes, betting tools like OddsJam, which are just based on live data and catching line movements, pretty profitable. It's been a great week in terms of getting in good bets. So we can go through these 6 wagers, and you can see as we stand right now, we're up $1.2 thousand in profit. And I actually have a few bets that I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, if WinBet's just going to pay me out for my first leg winning. So we have Western Kentucky in under 41 points in the Washington football team Eagles game. So this was a parlay we had on WinBet at plus 485 odds that we posted in a previous video. And Western Kentucky won. The Eagles game was postponed. So some sports books, if a game is postponed, they'll automatically void your bet. So we just, get the money for Western Kentucky winning, and WinBet would adjust the odds. Whereas some other sports books will keep, it open if the game is just delayed by a few days. So I'll have to look in and see what WinBet's going to do. But as of right now, they haven't paid me out and they haven't voided my bet. So it's possible that they're just keeping this open. So let's get into the bets. And you can see the first bet we have is Seahawks plus 3.5. This game was obviously delayed, the Seahawks-Rams game. We have Seahawks plus 3.5, and that's supposed to say first half point spread. So if I scroll back down, Seahawks plus 3.5 first half point spread. And if we head over to the OddsJam plus EV page, you can see it right here. Seahawks plus 3.5. It's literally an ARB to everything. It's an ARB to Caesars. It's an ARB to Pinnacle. It's an ARB to WinBet. And FanDuel is just kind of the outlier, giving you plus 115 odds on Seahawks plus 3.5. So if we wanted to, you can get Seahawks plus 3.5 plus 115 on FanDuel, minus 110 on Caesars or WinBet. You could ARB this for a risk-free profit. If we just go into an arbitrage calculator, you're getting plus 115 on Seahawks plus 3.5. You're getting minus 110 on Caesars or WinBet for Rams minus 3.5. And our stake was $326.10. FanDuel limited us. So you could just ARB this for a risk-free profit, but the sharp side is just the Seahawks bet, which we can see right here, right? The Seahawks bet has an expected profit margin or an edge of 5.53%. So if you want to, we can add in 5.53% edge to this column. So that's the first bet we have. Then we have a few more plays on DraftKings. So we have the Rams money line, so kind of hedging in a way our Seahawks plus 3.5 first half money line. We were able to grab the Rams minus 235 odds on DraftKings. Line started ripping towards the Rams, and if we go into this game now, you can see that the best odds you can even get on the Rams is minus 278 on Unibet. So we were able to pick them up minus 235 on DraftKings earlier. Then we have Browns minus 2.5 first half money line, plus 110 odds. And then we get into kind of a few sports betting promotions. So the first one we'll look at, we're not doing all of them today. Like you can see in a bunch of other videos, we've gone over these NHL parlay insurance, college basketball parlay insurance. We've done a video on them. They're very profitable promos, but for the sake of keeping these videos a bit shorter, I'm not going to go over them. But what we ended up doing just for this video is Caesars has a risk-free same game parlay up to $25. So if you place a 3-leg plus 300 odd same game parlay on any NFL Sunday game, if you lose, you get your stake back up to $25 in the form of a free bet. So what we ended up going with is under 34.5 Rodgers passing attempts, over 45.5 points in the game, and Packers minus 9. So that's against the Ravens. Then we have an odds boost on FanDuel, which we'll go through in a sec. So Penguins and Capitals to win, plus 190. They limit you on these odds boosts to a maximum bet of $50. And then we have the Winnipeg Jets, which was just straight from the OddsJam positive expected value page. The Winnipeg Jets money line, $250 at minus 125 odds. So if I go to the Jets game now, this is kind of, the line hasn't really moved at all. If I click into this game, you can see we were able to get them minus 125, which was, it's actually moved maybe a bit against them, but that's an ARB to Bet Online, Pinnacle, and some of the other sports books. So we can go through the math behind this odds boost very quickly. So Penguins, Capitals, both to win. $50 we're wagering at plus 190 odds. So if we end up going to the Capitals game and we can see what their current odds are, you can see that on Pinnacle, the market is minus 227 Capitals, plus 200 Kings. So if I go into a calculator, a no-vig odds calculator, the Capitals are minus 227, the Kings are plus 200, the Capitals are fair odds of minus 208. And then if we do the same thing for the Penguins game, so we have minus 208 for the Capitals, and then for the Penguins game, it's minus 199 plus 177. That's the market. So if we go to a zero vig calculator, minus 199 plus 177, you can see the fair price for the Penguins is minus 184. So I think Capitals was whatever it was, like minus 205, minus 206. So if we go to a parlay calculator and you put in minus 184, so we have minus 184. That's the fair price for the Penguins to win. And then we have minus 205 for the Capitals. Is the fair odds for this parlay is plus 129, right? This is the fair price for this odds boost parlay, and we're getting it boosted all the way to plus 190, right? So this parlay, in other words, should win 1 over 2.3, times whatever, 100 over 230, however you want to think about it. So the fair price for this parlay is plus 129.64, and what we're getting is plus 190, which is obviously much better. So this is an odds boost, we want to bet on. There are some other good odds boosts out there. I didn't add them to this video just for the sake of making these videos a bit shorter. But here are the plays we have. We have 6 bets. They're all mathematically profitable. We'll see how they perform, and hopefully, we have a good NFL Sunday, and we continue to see this profit stack up and up and up. And yeah, any questions, of course, you have about sports betting, what sports books to get in your state, whatever it is, you can reach out to us at OddsJam. And again, thanks so much for your time.